My title is the Herb Man, and I'll explain that title a little bit because in certain countries, the Herb Man is known to grow other types of herbs and do medicine, and of these I do not do. The name was given to me by my customers in Annapolis, the farmer's market, because I have the love of herbs, and that's all I did basically was grow herbs and talked about them. So I had the name Herb Man. I was working in the steel mill in Baltimore. Yeah, there was a young, older gentleman in the locker room, and he was taking vitamin E and vitamin C. You know? And I asked him why he was taking it, and he said it helped filter the toxins from his lungs. And so I was curious about that too, because we breathed a lot of toxins in the shop where I worked, which was the melting shop, and I was a steel pour, so there was a lot of fumes around. And so I was curious about the herbs and vitamins that were used for our bodies to do this, and so I started going to the health food stores and asking the owners about it, and they would tell me about different herbs and what they were used for, and I really got curious. And of course at the time I didn't know what my blood pressure was or anything much about blood pressure. I heard about it but wasn't paying that much attention to it, and I wasn't into herbs really at all. Gardening I like, but not into herbs. And then what I think really turned me was I had a cut on my hand. I cut my hand, which should have taken about 20 stitches, which my sister told me. She was a nurse at the time, and when she saw it, she told me I should go. And I said, no, I want to use aloe and comfrey to heal my hand. And I used aloe and comfrey, and it healed the cut on my hand and never left a scar. So I was really, really curious then how well that the herbs that God had given us to use on this plant that we're not using. I cut open the aloe, slice of it, placed it on the cut, then I used the comfrey leaf to cover it. And I just changed about 2-3 times a day, and then it just left no scar. The self-healing I think came when, the cut on my hand really. When I cut my hand and should have received about 20 stitches, and I decided to use aloe and comfrey to heal it, and I saw how it worked, and I was convinced then. And then after reading the book Back to Eden, it really convinced me that the healing is in the plants.